You found it. Don't scream it out. It will know.
Hi, this is Meredith
And this is Doug.
for This Place. We are here to discuss
Okay.
Tom's Maze in Germantown, Ohio. But before we do that, we want to say welcome back.
Yeah, sorry. We decided to take the summer off and most of the winter of this year and spring. Just hang out, family, and we did a few things, just getting the girls ready for school, glasses, nothing crazy.
Lily had 2 surgeries.
Yeah.
I got half my head shaved. You know, normal things.
Yeah. Lily, the other girl, Sierra, she got a eye gaze device, and we've been working on learning how to use that, and we've ordered her wheelchair, which we should have shortly.
Yeah, so you should see those things in upcoming videos. If you missed it, our last video was actually on Facebook Live. If you go to Facebook and search This Place, you'll see a couple shots of us at Dollywood over spring break last year. And today we're going to talk about Tom's Maze, as I said.
Yeah. So Tom's Maze, if you don't know, is a corn maze that a family's been doing it for over 20 years. They will set up a maze. They'll draw a picture in the corn, and they will hide mailboxes throughout the maze. In each section, there's 12 sections, and then.
So unlike a typical maze, you're not looking for the way out. You're looking for the mailboxes, and at each mailbox, you get a piece of the maze, so that way you puzzle together what the maze looks like.
Yeah, so that way at the end of the maze, you'll have a nice little souvenir with the entire maze and whatever picture they drew that year.
And we're not going to show you that because we want you to go and figure it out yourself.
Yeah, take that.
But let's jump in. Let's talk about mobility. If you have a mobility disability, some good things about this place is that if you go when it hasn't rained, the ground is packed down pretty tightly and it's all dirt. So it's not that hard to get through with a good walker or wheelchair.
Yeah, now the downfall is if you go towards the end of the year, it's not going to be as flat because it's going to rain, which will cause it to, obviously it's dirt, will break up, and people still go through the maze. So then you're going to have footprint divots and other divots. Now, we went towards the beginning, so there was already a few divots, but not that many. The other problems that you have is that the parking lot is in grass and gravel. So if you're in a walker or in a wheelchair, getting through that can be quite difficult. Anything else I can think of?
No, that's about it for mobility. So I give it about a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the 3 out of 5. The one other thing is that they do have smaller mazes at the end. They have a no right turn maze and a no left turn maze. Those mazes are too small to fit the wheelchair through. So that kind of is also a negative, I guess.
Same with their labyrinth.
Yeah, they have a little flower labyrinth too.
Yeah. Moving on to blind or visually impaired. The positives are that you don't have to worry about wandering off into traffic or that kind of thing. But there really is not much because it is a visual experience.
Yeah, there's not much to say. There's not much to do if you can't see. If you have visual impairment and you can at least see shapes and colors, it may be entertaining to go with someone else. How they block off each section is by a colored strip, but that colored strip is usually also indicated by stripes or dots. You may see the same color in other sections. So if you have a color blindness, that may make it difficult to figure out what section you're in.
Yeah. Also, the mailboxes are spray painted to look like the corn, and so they can be hard to visually detect. In fact, I walked by one completely missing it, and Doug and Lily saw it.
Yeah, so visually impairment, I'm going to have to go for the 1 out of 5.
Same.
Yeah. Now, if you're deaf and hard of hearing, it's a great place to go. I mean, it's a visual exercise like we just spoke about, so if you can't hear anyone, it will make it a more entertaining maze to go through and just explore and try to find where the mailboxes are located.
Yeah, if you go during a busy time, it's often people will shout out when they find the mailbox, and so it can be easy to find the mailboxes based on people's shouts. So if you're deaf or hard of hearing, it might be more fun because you can't hear those people shout.
True, yeah, that would definitely be good. So, for deaf hard hearing, I'm gonna give it a 5 because
Same.
Yeah, it's good.
So sensory disability. It's Germantown, Ohio is a farm town, and so it is a quiet area. The corn maze is not off of a main road, and it's not visually overstimulating, so it's really good sensory-wise, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're just looking at corn and people most of the time. Now, they do have a giant truck that they take to contests to chuck out pumpkins. Now, they will shoot that off occasionally, and there's not really a good warning, so be prepared to hear a large, basically air compressor shooting a pumpkin every now and then. So that can be kind of startling if you're not aware of that. And, of course, you have the people shouting like we spoke earlier about the deaf hard hearing. So that kind of is also a little bit of a negative.
So sensory-wise, I would call it a 4.
Yeah, I'll go with a 4 also. That sounds like a good number on that.
For medical concerns, there are easy exits. As we said, you're not looking for the exit in this maze. You're looking for mailboxes. So if you need to quickly escape from the maze, it's easy to do.
Yeah, so they have how it's set up is that every year they have an outside border of the maze. So if you're on most of it, except for like the 3 inside ones, you can easily get to the outside border. And even if you're on the inside mazes, they have one strip that goes right down the center, so you can make it to any of the edges. And that is just an edge around the side that you can walk around to get out of the maze. Also, that's where they put the porta potties. So there's, I think, 5 porta potties in different corners of the maze. So if you need to make it to the restroom, that's not going to be an issue.
However, if you're susceptible to heat or to cold, then you need to be conscientious of that. And you're going to be walking a lot if you're not using a mobility device, so you got to be wary about fatigue.
Yeah, throughout the corn maze, there is no seating. So there is, once you get out, there's some picnic tables to sit down and relax. But yeah, through the maze itself, it's just the maze.
So medical concerns, if you have a medical concern, I would give this probably a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe more like a 2, only because all the medical is up to you. So make sure you're prepared to go if you have any concerns.
All right. So overall, I'd probably give Tom's Maze a 3.
Yeah, a 3, and it's nothing, against Tom's Maze. We love it, but it's one of those things that's not thought for people with disabilities.
Yep. So that's the end of our show. Next month, I want you to tune in. I think we're going to go to Kings Island and explore their Great Pumpkin Fest and perhaps Halloween, which is a new thing they're doing this year.
Yeah, so Halloween will be basically the mazes without people jumping and scaring you. So we'll see how that works. We've never taken Lily to one of those, so it should be quite entertaining.
And as always, if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Good day.